Hello there, this is Anna. So this video is actually a recap on a midday because I need to go over certain things this morning and how I got 55, 56 support. That's what we need to go over. Those are important factors on how to look for support resistance. And let's go do that now. So let's start with RTY. Actually, sorry, I have this in fours. I need this in one. So this is in 15 minutes, right? So RTY, RTY is been long since overnight. Uh, also, once we cross the BWAP on 15 minutes, you can even go look at hourly as well if you wanted to, this W pattern here, 1, 2, 3. You can see it, but let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's that. And I'm connecting that to this long dotted green. Okay, so once we cross there, then we are long. Okay, once the crossover happens, when the BWAP goes below the 32 HMA, it's short. And it goes above that and it's long. Okay, it's simple as that. Make everything simple. This is a W pattern in hourly. You have that support here at 1912, 1911, whatever it is, the low on here too. At midnight, I think it's 1911. I'm not awake at that time, but if I am, I will be looking at to, trade that. So that's how you look at support, and you look at your Darvis. See, the Darvis is at 1912. So that is, I use that to kind of like look a previous day or high here. Okay. And that's just how I do my trading. I am looking for support resistance. Sometimes it could be a little risky, but the reward is really good as far as going long and short. So looking at 15 minutes, I know that we didn't go do the long side in RTY, but once if you are trading it by itself, once we broke the once we cross over here on 32 HMA and then we go back to BWAP, that is your pullback. I am looking forward to go forward long there. Okay, and then try to target here your R1 and then R2 with the pivots. Okay, if you don't have these, why did I duplicate that? I'm sorry. Let's remove the drawing. I'm trying to remove it. So if you don't have it, let me know. I do sell them with the zigzag, but it'll be less cheaper. And the MPD bands, like I said, it only goes from it's only available at TOS, the Darvis, and the BWAP order flow BWAP and the 32 HMA is in NinjaTrader. You could do that. So we are long here overnight. I think the morning outlook, I measured from here to here, and I said like about 42 or so, and we did reach that high at that time, right? I said 42, 40 something, whatever that high. So when we do reach this high, now you're gonna have to ask yourself, do we have a possible move when we reach the R2? We need to start like trying to redo this again up to the low here, and kind of targeting the R4, R3, R4 at that time. So that's at 147 range now. Okay, so these dash are measured a day before. So if you don't know how to do Fibonacci retracement, this is a good target. So we did reach that. It was perfect, 63, and this, we are at a 63 and R4 in RTY. So let's go look at ES. ES was good this morning. As far as how we traded, I was short and then long. That was perfect. I mean, I got stop out one time because I wasn't. I went long at the VWAP and I got stop out there. I think at 61, and then it took me out down here. So I got stop out at this 58 level, and so I have to wait. Okay, so earlier this morning we did short at open. It said it was gonna be short. I'm trying to, 59 here. I kind of caught it at the high, and that is this high here, this 68 here. It's kind of like testing the 7 o'clock high, and we did go above that, like 70, close to 71 or so. So I said, okay, well, I think this is short because it's so close to pivot, and overnight we actually went higher. Normally, if the EU sessions, the Germans will take it high. Normally we pull back a little bit and then we go higher again. So that was my thoughts of that, and it kind of went perfect as far as planned. But besides, the stop outs, the 55. Okay, let me show you where the 50, 55 came in, or this 52 here. Let me show you where it came from. Let's see the hourly. Maybe it'll showed in the hourly. That's at 49. So this is 49, right? So there is a level here in the Darvis at 51 range, also in 60 range. Like Okay, I got it from the pivot here in between pivot and Darvis. So I'm like, okay, well, there's a support here at 60, the pivot here Sunday night or whatever that is, Friday. Is it Sunday or Friday? I think it was a Sunday. So here. So I was like, okay, well, there's a support in there. There's possibility that we might be going higher here. And the 32 HMA is there, and that's what I was looking at as far as like retreat, on the hourly, but stopping here at 54, 55 level. Here. So this is where I got it from a day before. That's a Monday on a 15 minutes chart. there is a support right here at 55. So if we stop, it'll be here. I don't know. This is a low. I think it's 52, 51. So there is a support also on 48, 49, that range. But like I said, I don't know how low we're gonna go, but we have pullback. And so I'm looking at to go long and watching it. I was like, okay, maybe 57. And I did say that 54, 55 would be a good support there. And we bounced in the VWAP. And I said, if you're not comfortable to trade at this low, you can wait a VWAP entry. And so that's what happened. You want to target here at 78 level in whatever the previous high is. So that would be a previous day's high is around here, and that's 91. Um, Possibly this support level here is 85. That's a good target. That's when I say maybe at 81 range to 80, 82 when I measure this Fibonacci retracement in from here to here. So let me show you how to do that. So that's where I get it from 82 range, that would be my gauge, and this resistance here at 85 level. So that's how you look at resistance, how far can this thing go? It did, get that support level, and we broke that. So up we go. So that was a good trade as far as the last trade that we did in ES. Let's go to NQ. So at least there's no surprise for you when when you're trading. At least you know what I'm looking at. Okay, I just don't want to feed you anything, and you don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes when I say why I went long, sometimes I post it, sometimes I don't, because sometimes I get in a hurry. So here's NQ. If you did these, okay, to me here, 56.64, I was looking at a break of these. All right, so that's what I was looking at in NQ. But at open, what's happening is that we are going higher. I'm like, I want to go long, but when am I going to go long? I'm like, geez, I wanted pull back all the way down to BWAP, and I kind of went long there, and I got stop out. All right, so it's like, well, so where is the entry? Where is the entry? We actually almost hit the pivot. The pivot is at I think 69 something, and this one went lower to 60, oh, 65. 65, and the pivot is at 64. I think it was 64, 65. Anyway, so we did close to the pivot. Okay, so at that time, my initial thoughts is that I want to go long, like at least like 500. So I know there's like uh, a gas to accelerate to the upside. Why would I think that? Um, my initial thought is I want to make it a W formation here. If you have a 5 minute, that you looked at, this is actually a W formation, you see. It was actually long here once it passed a 482, but to me, I'm like, okay, well, let me just wait, maybe at 500 level around here. So you could have gone long here at these 5 minutes W pattern, and I did say that W. You can use your 32 HMA. Once it passes that, you can go long, and make sure that you are aware that, I don't know, maybe we could go down some more, or we're not like the other day. I'm still staying by that. There's no such thing as written in stone that you're gonna win every time. So I just hoping that you want to get more on whatever you get stopped. So if you get stopped like twice or something, and normally in NQ, I'm trying to get at least 50, 60 points in NQ, sometimes 30 points like here. I mean, this is like a lot of points that I should have got out. We did test it again, but uh I should have stayed. But I don't know what's going to happen. I know I just want to go long, but when would I want to go long? And that's a bigger question, because we are running. Apple was, was $4 it open, and ES was going up too. RTY was going up. So there's a lot of variation to, or factors per se, in regards this move. So you just gonna kind of be watchful, be mindful that, okay, you get your W formation, you need to go long. And that's that. Either you want to take it to the VWAP or take it here, R1 or R2, or even measure your Fibonacci retracement, low to high. So whatever we have as far as the low to high that I here to here, I think, hold on a second. Don't have my so I think I measured this one this morning. So I think that was the low. I'm looking at 577, 598 here. Okay, so uh that was my initial. Hold on, change that. Activate the drawing. Need to extend that to here. Okay, so the targets is like 583 in NQ, right? But we did reach the 600 level. That was an awesome trade, even though that I exit like about, I think, at 500 or like 50, 60 points in the Nasdaq. But that was a good move. Also to think about that, the ATR in the Nasdaq is 200. That means you can get like more than 50 points in Nasdaq, down or up. That's just what it means. Same thing as ES, 40 points, RTY, 40 points, GC. I have not got checked GC and see. I think we did short, went long earlier. I was long from last night on GC. That was a pretty good trade. That was a lovely trade, actually. Should have kept my Nasdaq. Just bum out with that. But anyway, so here, right, we are above the VWAP overnights. So we did go test the VWAP this morning, and I said, okay, like I did go short here around here because we have like this M pattern that it was forming in 15 minutes. And I told you guys that at 50, is it 55, 55, 56 or something? I said it was like, this is short. So, try to like target VWAP. Okay, so it wasn't a lot, like $400 to $500, but that's still mean as far as going here and then try to go long again. That's like times two, right? And you target the recent high, and that's right there. Okay, so that's that. You guys have a nice day. This is just a recap on what happened today. Make sure that you know your previous support resistance, and knowing those will gauge you to the right entry, besides my call on the long or short. Have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.